need to be held accountable for voting for this idiot in office. You know what I mean? And like I say, you know, you will reap what you sow. There's a lot of things they're going to do. You think that your job is safe? Your job is not safe now. Got to remember, the rich people just got a tax cut. I'm not against rich people making money, but guess what? They don't need you no more. Trump gave most big businesses got at least $1 billion a year in taxes now. Okay? So they don't even need you. They can cut your job now because they're going to get that permanently. They're going to get an extra $1 billion a year permanently now. So why do they need you? Am I live, yo? All right, we live. All right, check it out, y'all. Check it out. Let me turn this down a little bit. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. Is Trump the worst thing for America? And that's the topic we're going to talk about today. I think somebody wanted me to talk about that, so I'm going to get into it. I'm going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind talking about Trump. But I will tell you this, that when you start talking about Donald Trump, you got to understand that most people that voted for Donald Trump, they were looking for certain things. You know what I mean? The Christian right, they wanted prayer in the schools. They wanted religious freedoms to be able to dictate what they want to do religiously. But you got to understand the separation between religion and government. That's what we have here in America. So they thought that they could put Trump in, not understanding that Trump is a dictator. He loves dictators. That's part of how he get down. And what you got to realize is that when you have somebody that's in power and that's been in power for a long time, even with his own industries, you know what I'm saying? You have somebody that's uncontrollable, that don't give a damn about the Constitution and don't give a damn about your rights. You know what I mean? He has proven that. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So by y'all people that voted for Donald Trump, you want to say, oh, well, I didn't know he was going to be that bad. All you had to do is Google his life. And it would have told you that if he discriminated against my people, you know what I'm saying? That shit told you right there that's not the candidate for you. You had 17 other people you could have voted for. And at that point, I don't care who you voted for. You know what I'm saying? Because any one of those 17 people that you could have voted for, even Kasich, is 100,000 times better than Trump. Okay? Because at least they can be controlled. At least they won't be in a position where they think they're higher than the government or laws. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get into it. Y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm going to go ahead and get that off the bag, just my opinion. Host Big Rich. I'm up here riding. I'm stuck in California traffic. You know what I'm saying? Get some people that came in the building. I can't really see because of the screen, because of the glare. I'm going to try to look at it. Let me see. I'm going to put it up a little bit, see if I can see. We got Lewis. We got Ted. Ted Frazier came in the building. We got some other people that came in. I can't really see because it's a big ass glare here. But I will tell you this. Okay, we're gonna start off. This is how we're gonna understand. Y'all blue state Democrats that voted for Donald Trump, you made a huge mistake. Most of y'all that voted for Donald Trump is union members. You made a huge mistake. Anytime you try to align your interests with a billionaire's interest, think about it. A billionaire don't even think like a millionaire. A millionaire don't even think like somebody like you. They think totally different. These are totally different animals that you're dealing with. Now you put him in charge of our whole United States government. You know what I mean? And he has proven to you he hired nothing but billionaires to run everything. Okay, so you know what they're gonna do? They're basically they already did it. They got their tax cut permanently forever. Okay, they're getting rid of all the regulations. even with water. So now our water is going to have lead in it. Our air is going to be polluted to hell. You know what I mean? All this stuff matters. The dirt, contaminants, you know what I mean? You don't even understand the level of fucked up that you fucked up by putting this dumbass motherfucking office. You know what I mean? He was a divider in chief from the gate. By him questioning President Obama's citizenship, that should have told you right there 6 years ago he's not a good candidate to be president. Anytime you make those type of statements, okay, and they question somebody's citizenship, and it's weird how they've never done this in history, okay? But you go, a black man become president, you gonna question if he's a citizen or not. That shit told you right there. So there's no excuses behind this old racist ass, you know, oh, I didn't know Trump was this bad. Whether he was bad or not, if you look at a man's character, just forget all the stuff that he did. Grabbed the pussy, raped a 14-year-old, 3,000 lawsuits, fucked over everybody that he ever came encounter with. Banks won't even loan money to. Forget all that. Just his character alone shouldn't allow this man to be president. Okay? That is real talk right there. Number one, you put somebody in office that doesn't understand American Constitution and don't understand American history. Okay? He doesn't know anything. He's winging that shit. You can see on the big stage, he's winging it. How you going to attack our allies? You know what I mean? You're attacking our allies. We need these people. Guess what? To fight who? Terrorism. Hello? We need Germany, Italy, France. We need all these countries that you're going up against. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is that, oh, Canada, don't forget Canada. That's one of our biggest suppliers of everything, okay? And we spend a lot of money with Canada. And now you done basically isolated them where they're not even fucking with us. And believe me, it's going to hurt American jobs. It's going to hurt American employees, because once everybody stops fucking with us, guess what? We ain't going to be able to make money around the world. Then you go on a war with China. You got a trade war with China. Now, I don't know about you, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this one out. 70% of our goods are made in China. Think about that. That means all these Walmarts, all these companies that rely on Chinese goods, guess what? In the next 6 months, that shit's going to crumble. And if that crumbles, guess what? The people that's working at these establishments ain't gonna have no job no more. You're going to hurt America big time. These are the effects of Trumpism. You know what I mean? And like I said, y'all look at my shows, look at my videos on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. You'll see on Just My Opinion, host Big Rich, y'all subscribe to that channel. You'll see I've been telling y'all about Trump. I got about 4 or 5 videos on Trump. You know what I'm saying? But what you have to look for now is that they're implementing the Nazi playbook. Because remember, Trump's old wife, ex-wife, said that he had a Nazi book under his bed that he used to read all the time. I don't know if he used to read it, because, you know, Trump don't do no reading, but he probably had somebody else read it to him. But he literally had that book under his bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all, I can't see the names, all the people that's coming in, so don't even trip. You know what I'm saying? I can't see it. It's a big glare. Okay, but I want to go after those blue state Democrats in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, all these places that voted for Donald Trump. I hope you're happy. You know what I'm saying? Because you fucked this country big time. That was our blue wall. Now, I will tell you straight up, I'm not no Clinton fan. I voted for Bernie. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you this. You know, Mrs. Clinton is 100,000 million times better than Trump. Okay? And that's telling you that, you know, she told you during the debate, you know, if you vote for this guy, what was going to happen. Y'all didn't listen. You know what I mean? She knows him better than anybody. You know, her and Trump go back 20, 30 years. So she know that he's a sleazy individual. You know what I mean? So y'all put this guy in office, and the thing about it is that you're going to reap what you sow. Because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is Trump is going to strip. Remember, he's a real estate guy. So he loves when the country collapses, because guess what? Real estate make money when the economy collapses. When the economy collapses, that's when they go buy up all the real estate. They're real estate guys. This is what they do. This is how they make their money. They buy up all the shit for dirt cheap, and then when the economy's going good again, then they sell it for a lot more. You know what I mean? That's how they make their money. You put this guy in office with, I still don't understand. Even if you was in a union in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, what did Trump say to get you to vote for him? I'm going to bring jobs back to America? Really? You really believe that? Number one, he haven't brought his own jobs that he got in China back to America. You know why he won't do that? Because it probably costs a lot of money to bring the jobs back. And then on top of that, when you bring the jobs back to America, you got to pay a higher wage, you got to pay taxes, you got to pay environmental cleanup. There's all kinds of shit you got to pay for when you employ right here in America. That's why they go overseas with these jobs. Trump ain't going to bring his job. He ain't going to bring his tire company. He ain't going to bring none of that shit back to America. You serious? You know what I mean? Trump is one of the cheapest, poorest-minded individual that you would ever meet. You know what I mean? He don't give a damn about nobody, not even his own kids. He don't care about his wife. He don't care about anybody that's connected with him, and all y'all people that aligned yourself with him. Guess what? He don't give a shit about you either. You see how he treated all the people that got convicted by Mueller? Okay, he damn near threw them all under the bus. You know, his right-hand lawyer, the one that used to fix everything, you know what I mean? He just threw him under the bus. You know what I mean? Literally just threw him under the bus. You know what I'm saying? And Trump acting like that ain't even my lawyer. Really? That's been your fix-it guy for the last, 30 years. Now you just owning him. Now he's out there all by himself. So imagine this. You ain't got no real ties to Trump, but you like Trump, right? Think about this for 1 second, y'all Trump. This is for y'all Trump voters. Y'all people that love Trump. If he could throw his lawyer, the one that, the fix-it guy, the guy that used to fix everything, you know what I mean, for Trump. If he could throw him under the bus and act like he don't even exist, well, how do you think he felt about you? You ain't even did nothing for Trump. So he really don't give a shit about you. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a damn about you or your family or nothing that you represent. So you might as well understand one thing. You thought what you thought, but what you thought was wrong. You know what I mean? And now you got this racist, bigot, sexist, you know what I'm saying? There's so many words that come in my mind when I think about Trump. Now you got this guy in office, and he's running the whole United States government. Think about that for 1 second. Think about how corrupt this individual is. You know what I mean? And it's going to play itself out, because guess what? You can't get rid of him. You know what I mean? Y'all thinking that Trump, we could just do this again. No, you can't. Only people that get rid of Trump is Congress, and they don't have the appetite to get rid of him. You know why? Because if they do that, their base is going to vote them out of office. And they're going to put somebody else that's more extreme. And when they do that, what's going to happen is they're going to lose. Big time. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand what the Republican Party has switched to. They switched to these extremists. They had a choice. They could have put Kasich in, even though I don't agree with Kasich policies, but at least Kasich took a stand, and he wouldn't even go to his own GOP convention in his own state. He's the governor of the state. He wouldn't even go. You know why? Because Kasich got character. We may not agree on policy, but I'll tell you one thing about that Republican. He's got character, and at least he's willing to stand up to Trump, what y'all cowards wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? So I give Kasich, a thumbs up for standing up for what was right at the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that to sit here and think about the possibilities of what could happen and what's gonna happen. Ain't no more could happen. You gotta remember, you put somebody that's so extreme, and he believes in all these conspiracy theories, who follows all these nut jobs that's on the internet. You put this guy in office, in charge of your Social Security, in charge of your Medicare, in charge of your welfare, in charge of your pension and your funds. You put this motherfucker in office, of all people. You know what I mean? I don't care who you could put in office. You know what I'm saying? But putting this guy in office was a huge mistake. I mean, huge mistake. So Now let's talk about the things that's going to happen in the future. Since we already talked about the stuff that he's already done, let's talk about the stuff that's going to happen. Okay, this is what's going to happen. Okay, and this is my prediction. This is already what I said. Wages. He's going to completely get rid of that. Ain't going to be no more minimum wage. Okay, that's a fact. Medicare and Medicaid, he's going to get rid of all that shit. He's going to privatize all that. Social Security, he's going to get rid of that. He's going to privatize that. This is what's going to happen in the future. Pay attention to the game. They're already itching towards that right now. And the reason why I say they can do that is because now they got the Supreme Court, which is giving 5-4 decisions. They already gave some ones that's devastating. As a union, since y'all union officials up in Pennsylvania, okay, this is what they did for you. This is what your president that you voted for did for you. If you have a labor complaint, guess what? You can't even complain to the employer. The Supreme Court ruled that if you complain to the employer, they can fire you. That just happened last week. Okay? Y'all not paying attention. Discriminating against people by with the gay cake thing. Now, employers, if they feel that you know, they don't want to make cake because of religious reasons or whatever, guess what? They don't got to. You know what I mean? They don't have to make the cake now. And then not just the cake, but they can extend it. They can say, okay, well, we don't like blacks in our establishment. We don't like Mexicans in the establishment. And guess what? What your boy Trump just did? He had a policy that he enacted when he first became president, which is no tolerance for immigrants, right? Guess what? He just took credit for signing an executive order getting rid of it. How you gonna take credit for some shit that you started? That's how dumb this shit is. And y'all thinking that it's all good, everything's gonna be all good. Ain't nothing good. I'm telling you off top, nothing is good. What else? What else President Trump is gonna do in the future? Well, what he planned on doing is, as far as gutting all of our environmental laws, he's gonna get rid of all that. Then you always get that straight. Immigration is gonna get worse because now, what he's gonna do, he's gonna detain it. That's gonna probably itch up to probably about 1 million, or maybe 2 million people is gonna be in concentration camps. But the only difference is that instead of splitting the kids up this time, like how the Nazis did, they're gonna have the whole family together, and they're gonna have them in concentration camps all across America. And it look like, from what it looks like they're using the old Walmarts to do it. That's amazing. That's unbelievable. And y'all still going to Walmart and buying their shit. You know what I mean? All that shit go together. The Walton brothers, or the Waltons, they all voted for Trump. You know, these are people that need to be held accountable for voting for this idiot in office. You know what I mean? And like I say, you know, you will reap what you sow. There's a lot of things they're going to do. You think that your job is safe? Your job is not safe now. Gotta remember, the rich people just got a tax cut. I'm not against rich people making money, but guess what? They don't need you no more. Trump gave most big businesses got at least $1 billion a year in taxes now. Okay? So they don't even need you. They can cut your job now because they're going to get that permanently. They're going to get an extra $1 billion a year permanently now. So why do they need you? Why do they need an extra 1,000 people? Do y'all even think about this kind of stuff? And it's funny because, you know, I'm sitting up here talking to you about it, but this is facts. This is a reality. Remember, people, George Bush took $6 trillion out of our debt. Put us in debt, $6 trillion, right? For that 2 unfunded wars and 2 tax cuts for the rich. That's a fact, okay? $6 trillion came out of which we could use that money to build up our infrastructure. Could we use that money to give free college to all the kids around the whole nation? Okay? We could have all got all that with that money. So, he took $6 trillion. So what Obama did, Obama put that on the books. So after Obama put that on the books, guess what the GOP did? They blamed Obama for the debt that they ran up. Y'all don't even know the game, man. Y'all is so far from knowing the truth. It's amazing how y'all sit here and think that everything is all good, and it's not. Nothing is good. You got to understand one thing. Trump is not going to stop until he gut this country and get this country back how they want it. You know what they say, make America great again? You got to remember one thing. When they say make America great again, that don't include you, okay? Because it was great when it was all white. Remember that. That's what, understand what they mean when they say that. We're going to make America great again, okay? That's a Nazi. Nazis use that, okay? Nazis use that terminology. We're going to make America great again. That's where Trump got it from. You know, he's not intelligent. So, I mean, even if you're going to use a slogan, why would you use a Nazi slogan? You know what I mean? That should have gave you a red flag right there, not to vote for Donald Trump. Whenever he said we're going to make America great, all you got to do is Google the term, and the Nazis are going to come up. Y'all not even paying attention to the game, man. Y'all got to understand one thing. You know what I mean? They're going to gut this country, okay? And you better get ready. You think that everything's all good, or everything's so good so far. Trust me, it's not. Okay, y'all not understanding what they're doing behind the closed doors. Like, you didn't even know there was a no tolerance policy that went on. But then when they start separating kids, that's when y'all want to get all mad and upset. No, you should have been mad and upset that he's even in office. Because it's a million things that he did. All them executive orders that he did, y'all not paying attention. He did a million executive orders in his first 2 or 3 weeks in office. Okay? And all this stuff is geared towards not only just getting rid of everything Obama did that was good for America. Because here's what y'all don't understand. The reason why he had to use executive orders is because the GOP-led Congress that controls the Senate and controls the House wouldn't give Obama not even one bill. Not one bill. Not an infrastructure bill, not a health care bill, wouldn't give him nothing. So he had to do executive orders in order to benefit you. But see, you're not even paying attention, so you don't even know the stuff that Obama had to do. I'm not saying I'm an Obama fan, and I'm all, you know, Obama this, Obama that. You know, I'm not even, it's not even about that. I'm talking about what the works that he did, okay? He gave you health care. You don't even know that the health care plan that he gave you was from the Heritage Foundation, okay? Y'all see, y'all not even intelligent enough to even know that, okay? If you know anything about the Heritage Foundation, that's a GOP-led foundation that back in the day when Hillary was trying to give you full health care for free, the GOP back then, Senator Dole, said, no, we ain't giving these free loafers nothing free. They got to pay for it. That's where the mandate comes in that health care. But see, y'all so dumb. Y'all think the Democrats came up with that. No, this is a GOP. This is a GOP plan. Mitt Romney took a version of that plan, and he put it in the state, and it worked. Obama did the same thing. It was already, that's what the checkmate was. Y'all not even paying attention to what Obama was talking about. Okay, that's what the checkmate was. He was like, check. You know, y'all up there playing checkers, we playing chess. That's what Obama was playing. And y'all don't even understand that the current health care plan, the Obamacare that you got, it came directly from the Heritage Foundation. That's why I say, y'all, that's why these people back south that voted for Donald Trump is so stupid. Don't even know that the plan that they got came from the GOP. You know what I mean? The GOP know it, but they know their voters are so stupid that they could pretty much sell them anything. And all you gotta do is Google it. If you don't believe what I'm saying, Google it. And it'll tell you. Obama didn't really do that special, but I tell you one thing, he put that mandate in there, and that's exactly from the GOP. And then what it did, it made people pay for their own health care. That's all it is. You know what I mean? You have to pay a little money, $200-300 a month for your own. And then he put some good things in there. Your kids can stay on there until they're 26. They can't refuse medical, you know, for pre-existing injuries. There's all kinds of stuff that he put in this bill that forced the doctors to actually take care of you. Because they've been running a rampant on all this shit, and the GOP is behind all this shit. You know, they've been stealing money from y'all from forever. And because the problem with America is they use health care to make money off you. They use the military to make money off you. They use these jails to make money off you. And trust me, it's somebody from the GOP is behind all that shit. And some Democrats too. You know what I mean? Now, am I a Democrat? No, because they get their money from the same people. But at least the Democrats are not going to go as far as these white ring Republicans have gone, they went way too goddamn far. I mean, I would never thought in my whole lifetime I would see them separating kids from their mama. I couldn't even imagine it. But guess what? Trump did it. And trust me when I tell you, Trump didn't lie to you. Everything that you see that's going on right now, Trump did not lie and say what he said he was going to do it. You listen to his speeches. He said he was going to do all this shit. So you all need to be slapping yourself in the face because for the simple fact that he actually told you what he was going to do. He didn't lie about nothing he said. He came out, when he first started running for president, he came down the elevator and said, these immigrants that's coming in are rapists, murderers, and he said it, and he's going to get rid of them. That's what he said. He said exactly going to send them all back. That's what he said. And y'all sitting up here getting mad, but for the simple fact that you need to be slapping yourself because a lot of y'all didn't even come out and vote. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all said, oh, if Bernie not running, I'm not going to vote. Yeah, well, look what you got. Now you got Trump. You got Trump in office now. So, while y'all sitting up here thinking that everything's going to be all good, y'all don't even know what's about to happen, man. And it's so sad because y'all think it's all good. And it may feel like it's all good. But when and the reason why you feel that way is because they're not coming after you. But guess what? If they come after the least of us, they're going to be coming after you next. Okay? It's only a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember one thing about how dictators get down. What dictators do, if you do not bow down 100%, they get rid of you. That's a fact. They get rid of you. You know what I mean? So that what that means is that, you know, in the middle of the night, the police show up, they accuse you of a crime, and you get wished off to some prison, and then ain't no telling what else might happen to you. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. That right there is a fact. You will come up missing dealing with these dictators. And the problem is that y'all don't even understand how deep this stuff that we're in right now is. And I know a lot of y'all wanted me to, now this is a topic somebody wanted me to talk about. I think it was, could have been my brother, could have been somebody that said they want me to talk about Trump. I'm going to tell you the facts about Trump. Trump don't give a damn about you, me, or anybody else that he represents. Only thing Trump care about is himself. Okay? He don't care about his family. He don't care about his kids. He don't care about his wife. That's by the way they treat him. I think he care about his daughter. He loves his daughter. Whatever reason. Okay? But anything she say, he listened. And she made a statement on Twitter about them immigration, and the next day he signed, like, he didn't really care about what his wife said yesterday, but as soon as his daughter said it, he literally signed that executive order that same day. So, he listened to his daughter. You know what I mean? He may not care about the rest of his family, but he listened to his daughter. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all got to understand that it's politics at the worst. You know what I mean? What the Confederates want. So just y'all understand how all this is all tied together. It has to do with the Confederates losing the war. The Civil War. You won't believe that shit, but it's 200-300 years old, right? But you got to remember, they're still fighting this war. Because they want to go to war. They're still fighting this war. And not understanding that this war that they want to fight, they want to get this country back. Okay? And they want to get rid of all the people that's of color. You know what I mean? They want to get it back to a white nation. And this is what they want. And what y'all literally did, you basically put not the head of the Ku Klux Klan. I can't say Trump's the head of the Ku Klux Klan, but he loves the Klan. His grandfather was in the Klan. Think about what I'm telling you. Okay? He may not be in the Klan, but he loved that Klan. He loved that white nationalist. He loved that. Okay, that's a fact. Okay? So, y'all better get ready. I don't know how y'all understand how things go, in jail, but it's gonna be something similar to that. So you better get used to it. Get ready for the ride. It's gonna be a long ride, pimpin'. And that's Big Rich. Like I said, I could barely see y'all's names because of the glare. I don't know who came in. I can only see a few. I see my boy Mike Dallas came in. I'm going to get some shout-outs to some people that came in. Y'all subscribe to that YouTube channel. Just do that for me real quick. You know what I'm saying? Go there. Go to YouTube. Just My Opinion, host Big Rich. Y'all subscribe to that. That'll help me get to 1,000 subscribers. And then it'll allow me to do my thing. And also, y'all download that app, sportsconnectus, www.sportsconnectus.com. And y'all give a shout out and keep watching the movement. And as far as Donald Trump, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? I know one thing, y'all better come together. I love you.